All right, we are good, bro. What's going on?
Not much, man. You know how it is, working, slaving for the next man.
Yes, sir. For those of you that are familiar with the show, you're familiar with Melo of Who You Got. He was on an early episode where we introduced this segment that we are going to get into now called Minutes with Melo. For those of you who don't know Melo, go peep that episode. I mean, I think we did over an hour where you get a little bit of insight of what he's doing and what he's going to do. And that episode was a lot of fun. And that's kind of what kicked off this whole thing. We had the idea before, got that episode. We vibed well. That episode, I didn't even tell you, like that was actually received really well, which was dope. Like a lot of people
Oh,
enjoyed that
nice.
episode. So you're hearing that now for the first
Yes, yes.
time.
I was about to say, I actually didn't know. I was like, I had fun.
Yeah, bro. Because like there's always some where some people are like, that wasn't really for me. Like nobody really had that opinion on it. So I was like, all right, good. That means this Minutes with Mellow segment, that's gonna be a lot of fun. I think people are gonna like that.
Nice.
So pretty much the breakdown for everybody else. We got a handful of questions. We're gonna answer them to the best of our ability. We really don't think about these beforehand. I send them to Mello just so he has his copy. I got my copy, and you're pretty much just gonna get the raw answer up front here.
Yes.
And then anything that pops up in between, like my loud ass dog barking that I don't even know if you can hear, but I definitely can.
So I can't, but same thing on my end. If you hear a random ass guy yelling, I'm on him, he's behind me, one
Yeah,
shot.
bro.
That's definitely my roommate. Not having sex, but he's definitely playing, some video games or something. But that's definitely. But these mics and these sound suppression systems honestly really do work.
Yeah, no, they definitely do. Cause I got a zoo here between two dogs. I got a toddler, like, and for the most part, I mean, he'll pop in, but other than that, you don't really hear much. Which, I mean, I keep it raw anyway, baby. They can, you can
Oh,
hear
that's a
whatever.
fact.
Oh shit, bro. So let's just start it up. I'm gonna open it up right now. I'll ask the first one. You can ask the next, and we'll just go back and
Work.
forth. So, question number one, which is insane, was what toothpaste do you use, and do you sometimes swallow it?
So before I answer this question, I gotta ask my question first
Yeah, yeah, bro.
to the man who sent in this question, because how old are you? Because I was like, when I first saw, I'm thinking I never swallowed toothpaste in my life, but as I'm thinking about it right now, I stand corrected. But I was a child. I
Yeah.
definitely used to like the tasty toothpaste, but what type of swallowing are we talking about? Are we talking about just accidental, like oh man, a little bit too much? Are we talking about like toothbrush down your throat? All of a sudden, gulps are going down. Like I question what type of question this is
Bro.
and where it's coming from.
So, when this got sent to me, because this was somebody that I knew, it was Dan Snyder, actually. I'll say his full government name. When Dan sent this to me, he said, I forget who it was. It was, I think, an NBA player on Reddit, and it was an Ask Me Anything. And when that question came across, Dan thought it was like the funniest, most random question you could ask somebody. And I didn't like, I was like, I mean, you know me, I'll answer anything. So I'm going to keep your question. But I'm guessing, I'm not guessing, I'm praying, I'm hoping that he means accidentally and that you're not out there just chugging toothpaste.
And that's what I'm saying. Like we just brushing teeth.
Yeah.
All right. Like
Yeah.
what? Bro,
like,
you just swallowed all that bacteria.
like, do you sometimes swallow it as in have the urge? Because absolutely not.
Literally, like, did it happen or did I want to? Because
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with no with both. Truthfully, either way, I'm gonna go with no with both. Once I get to the back of that tongue, I start throwing up. So at that point, I'm not
Yeah.
even swallowing nothing. Pretty much something from inside of me is coming out. But no, definitely don't have the urge to, don't want to, and even if it's by accident, that does not happen for me.
Yeah. I'm
Um,
gonna piggyback that. First of all, what toothpaste do you use? I want to say Colgate off the top of my head. I don't Crest.
uh,
It alternates.
yeah. So I'll be honest. I don't even buy the toothpaste in my household, so I can't even tell you what it is.
Right.
Um, it's blue.
It's a good color.
And not even it is. Blue's a good color for toothpaste. That makes you feel like
Yeah.
they know what they're doing. Now, if
Right.
they give me some, I'll be honest, I don't trust that black toothpaste. Like, you're not
Nah,
catching
that
me putting that charcoal in my
no.
mouth. Like, we're not doing that.
I
I'm already
tried it.
black. Like, I can't tell. Like, I'm just gonna look in there like, all right, it looks good. Like,
Yeah,
no,
bro.
we can't do that. But I definitely gonna go with Crest Colgate.
Yeah, no, I don't do that charcoal. Like I don't do black face. I don't do black teeth. Like I people get too caught up in those Halloween costumes. I'm not trying to be a statistic.
He said, I'm good in my own lane. I stay out of all trouble.
Yeah,
I just like,
bro.
in matter of fact, my toothpaste is white, my sunscreen is white, my lotion is white. He said,
Like,
I'm not
I'm
getting
not
in no
doing none of it.
trouble.
I don't even like that I got brown hair.
He said, I don't want people confused.
I'm like, it's so stupid, bro. Oh my god. So yeah, no, I don't know what toothpaste I use, and I definitely
Yeah, I don't
my
either.
gag reflex that works overtime. I same thing as you, bro. I start brushing my tongue, start gagging. I'm like, that's it. Like that's I did
Literally,
my job, bro. Once I'm in tears from brushing my teeth, I know my job is done. Like,
literally, once I step,
I swear to God,
it's over. It's over.
bro. On that note, I was at the dentist. I got a custom mouth guard for sparring, and dude, you would think I was getting murdered in this
Wait,
chair.
why? Why did you need a custom mouth guard?
Because this problem. So all those boiling bites and everything, they make me gag because that gag reflex. So I was like, maybe if I do a
Mm.
custom, I'm in his chair like this. I'm gonna back up because it was loud. The nurse
My
came
man's
over
just
with a
sitting here
trash
like,
can.
come on, bro. I'm just trying to get your measurements, man.
It took like 2 times. The dentist is because the nurse or whatever, what dental assistant, she came over with a trash can. He's like, he's not gonna puke. And I'm looking at him like, do you hear, bro? I might puke. So I wish I had it on me. And you saw it actually. I think I sent it to the group chat. I bought deep throat spray for when I spar to prevent gagging with my mouthpiece.
Just spray a couple of sprays on the
Like,
mouthpiece.
I
All
swear,
right,
people
good
are
to
like,
go.
who needs a sparring partner? I'm like, let's go, bro. What was that?
He's
Excuse
like,
me?
excuse me? He's like, say psych right now.
Yeah.
Say psych right now.
Hold on, let me get my good head deep throat spray so I don't gag on this mouth guard.
Just put a tape over it with a black marker talking about Chris secret stuff.
Yeah, bro. I gotta start doing something because that gym bag looks real bad right now.
A mouthpiece, a couple gloves, throw a rope in there. No one knows why. Some
Bro,
deep throat spray. Jesus.
my wife's gonna go to wash my hand wraps. What is this? Like, I promise it's for one of the dudes.
I'm the one that use it.
Yeah.
I promise. I'm the
Smell
one
my
that use it.
breath. Smell my breath.
That's so funny.
Bro, it was insane to even like go online and order that and be like, this is for me. Like this
It's
isn't
insane to have a problem like that, truthfully.
Mm.
Because I like, and we're talking about just regular mouthpieces, right?
Yeah, just a regular mouth guard.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sensitive.
So do you do the separate or do you do the one piece?
Just I gotta do the one piece.
Yeah,
The one
I
piece.
mean the one piece is better.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
lot better.
separate. I
Yeah.
tried the separate. I was like, this is awful. I can't even breathe.
That shit is horrible. Yeah. That shit is
This is
horrible. Yeah.
terrible. But no,
I
I
would
mean,
say the
maybe
one
after a
piece
couple
definitely
Bud
work.
Lights, I might lose that gag.
I'll be honest, man. If I'm drinking Bud Light, there ain't no mouthpiece in my mouth to begin with. I'm already making bad decisions.
About to get in trouble.
I
I'll
was
let
say
you ask
definitely
this.
about to get in
I'll
trouble.
let you ask this next one.
All right. Next question. Who was your celebrity crush as a kid, and are they still now? Ooh.
I'll let you take this one first. I took the last one.
Let me see. So, celebrity crush, celebrity crush. I'm trying to think when I go back. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I was a Boy Meets World, a
Yeah,
Boy Meets Girl.
yeah.
What was it? Boy Meets World? Yeah, it was Boy Meets World.
Originally, yeah,
Yeah,
and then they did the
yeah.
spinoff.
That's what it is. I got confused, but
It was
yeah,
definitely both.
Topanga.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
Topanga. Yeah. Because I'll be honest, it's definitely our generation. You got the Pink Power Ranger, you got Kimberly, you got Topanga. Um, and I think those were my first two. Let's see. Yeah, that's who I could think of. I'll be honest. Like Topanga's the first one I really think like, damn. Um, then I ain't gonna lie. And this not from Full House, but once I got a little older, I did like the Olsen twins.
Yeah,
Once they got a little older too,
yeah.
I did have
I
a
mean,
thing
they
for the
grow with
Olsen twins.
you. They're like it's like a weird
Yeah.
stepsister thing.
Yeah, yo, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. At first, it was like, oh, like that's dope. I didn't realize that's who they were. But then
Yeah,
the next thing I know, they're on some runways, and I'm like, well, damn.
yeah. I think
uh,
mine, Deborah Jo Rump from that '70s show, The Mom, because it was nice to have like a mom who
which
cared.
mom?
Oh, Kitty.
What?
Mrs. Foreman, bro. A mom
I
that
thought you
cooked
were
and
talking about
cleaned.
Jackie's mom.
Bro, that fantasy of having a mom that actually cared about you and would cook and clean.
Yeah.
That's mommy issues.
Yeah, that's definitely mommy issues. I don't know, man. I mean, if you're gonna do that, then you at least gotta give it
Go,
someone a little younger. I
well,
mean,
you go to go somebody
yeah.
your age or at least a little bit over.
Next thing you know, my man was like the whole cast of the Golden Girls.
Bro, Betty White, all of them.
No, I'll be honest though,
I mean,
just
bro,
of who she is.
Betty
Betty
White.
White's can always get it,
Come on now.
and she was a dime back in the day. She
Yeah,
definitely was a dime.
yeah. Honestly, all jokes aside, Betty White might be a good answer. Like, she had everything. She was funny. Oh, well.
I remember now, really, really, really first crush.
Mm.
The slutty girl from Sex and the City, Samantha.
Oh, I was trying to think of her name.
Because I grew up with two sisters, so that's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
used to watch a lot of their shows. So I honestly don't think I really had a crush on Kimberly and Topanga
Mm.
growing up. And there was a couple other shows. Like I used to watch Live in Color.
Yep.
But I don't think I actually had crushes on them. But the real crush I think for me was
Yeah, the one that was
Sex in the
like,
City,
you're like, oh,
because
this
that
one's
was
different.
actual. She was sexual with it,
Mm.
and that really like I started actually understanding certain things like that. So yeah, for me it was definitely her.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, it's true when you look at it like that because you can tell the difference between, the girls that you see, like Pink Ranger, and then you move to that and you're like, oh, I feel different about that one.
Yes,
Like
yeah.
that, yeah,
That's when you're like, oh, so like,
yeah,
not. I mean, and then there's definitely a lot of adult scenes
yeah.
in that
Right,
show,
right, right.
and obviously, like I said, she was the whole of the group, so definitely it was definitely my first crush.
That's a good point. That is you don't really think about it like that when people ask you celebrity crush. You're like, well, you got to
Right, you
think
just
of,
got the first girl that was cute,
yeah, yeah, yeah. You're like, no, no,
but
no,
nah,
that ain't what it
Samantha's the
is.
one that changed things. Yeah, and let me double check if that was her name. I'm pretty sure the blonde was Samantha.
I can't even.
Sex in the City.
I grew up.
Yep, Kim Cattrall, Samantha
Was it?
Jones.
Was it
Yep.
okay?
Oh yeah. Uh huh.
Absolutely.
Yep. Absolutely. I remember that face.
Oh my god. Oh, this one's a good one. A Christmas gift you always wanted and never received, never gotten. I got mine off rip. So I had two. One was way bigger to me than the other one. So one was a laptop. Mom never got it for me. Um, the other one is hilarious, bro. I swear on everything. And I'm gonna reach out to her to clip it, what she says. And bro, I wanted a pinky ring more than anything else in the world from like age 8 on, bro. I swear to so like because you think of like The Godfather, you think of like gangster movies and everything, and it's always like they always have a ring. But like hood movies, it was always a pinky ring, bro.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, and I have small hands, like it wouldn't even look right on my hands if I had a pinky ring. But I swear to God, every year that's what I would ask my mom for. She's like, "You're not getting a fucking pinky ring, dude. Like, who do you think you are, bro?" Like,
It's like you cut. It's like you trying to come out and ask for a gold chain or
yeah,
some fucking hair dye or something. She's
yeah,
like,
bro.
no,
Like,
bro. Like,
what are you a
who
pinky
are
ring?
you?
What are you doing? Like, who am I raising that needs a pinky ring? But
That's
I swear
funny.
to God, that's gonna be a hilarious phone call because I wonder if she remembers. I'm gonna definitely do that.
Oh, she
But
remembered. She was like, bro, she's probably gonna say like this motherfucker was obsessed with it for like 3 years. I just couldn't stop him
bro,
from wanting a pinky ring. I just don't
bro,
understand.
I would have been so hype if she got it. Like, bro, swear to God, that was my big item. Like, most kids are like a video game console, like some sort of shoes, maybe anything. I was like, bro, I need a pinky ring, mom. You don't understand. Like, swear to God.
So so that's what it was for me pretty much. Video game kinda. So when I say kind of, I'll be honest, I didn't grow up that privileged. My grandmother raised me and my
Mhm.
two sisters. So I from a young age just knew better than to want things that I just knew I was never gonna get.
Right.
Sometimes I had aunts and uncles who decided to bless me here and there. I mean, one year I got a scooter with the Healy wheel.
Yeah.
Like I was out there killing it. So I got things, but I never legit had my own system.
Mhm.
I'll be honest, until the PS3, and like I was well into being a teenager, and even then, I'll be honest, my first system actually was a PS4. Like I
Yeah, bro.
legit like never actually had my own system. My cousins would play, come over, they'll bring theirs. I'll play. I had hand me downs. Like when the PS3 was out, I had a PS2, but I never legit like just had my own system. So that was one thing I always kind of wished I had growing up. But like I said, I knew better than to know I was never gonna get it.
Right, right. It was almost like a why would I even put it on my list?
No,
But
right. Well, no, that's the thing. I didn't have a list.
right, right, right. I just mean like a
Like
mental,
my
like
no,
a
yeah,
something.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
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 yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But like
I would say yeah.
it's funny you said that because on my episode with Chris McKay, Dark Horse 6, I brought up like I was super late to like online gaming and everything. Like what I do now, like I'm so late to all that. I had when people were on like their PS2, PS3, I was like Nintendo 64. Like, bro, I just was so late to everything. Not PS3, that'd be fucking crazy. But like when I moved out on my own, people were buying like PS4s. I was on like an Xbox 360 that I bought off Craigslist for myself in my own like little ass apartment. Like, bro, I was so late to online game. I didn't really do it in high school unless, like you said, I was at like a cousin's house or a friend's house or anything like that. So really
I would
similar.
say I didn't get into online gaming until 2015, 2016.
Yeah, nah, bro. I was when PS4 was like you said, when PS4 was pretty much like hot and new. That's probably when I got one. I was in my own apartment. I could, splurge a little bit, get my own system. And Battlefield 4 just came out. I think it was 4. Yeah, Battlefield 4 just came out. And that's when I like got into online gaming and shit.
Yeah, I would say I think I had like a PS3, old 2K, but
Yep.
2K13,
Yep.
but it was 2015, 2016.
Yeah.
I was still playing an offline career, making my
Yep.
own shoes. And then actually that's when I met Ray. And he was got into 2K16 at that point. We was
Mhm.
both working at Panda Express together. And that's when I finally decided to buy myself a system
Yeah.
and legit finally started playing online, get online. I still to this day I game in a lot of games I'm up to. Like I get 2K every year, but I wouldn't consider myself a gamer. I would say it was too much of a late bloom to where I'll pick it up for a little bit and then just eventually just get bored and it's
Yeah.
just like eh.
Yeah. For me, I think kind of, I definitely get bored. Like, there was a couple weekends ago where I was just like on it a lot. And I was like, I'm not even really enjoying that I'm on it. Like, I don't know why I'm even playing. It's like, but
It
like,
just passes the time sometimes.
yeah. But like right now, I'm trying to hold myself to like a standard because like I do want to stream a little bit. So like I hold myself to like at least one night, 2 nights a week. I'm trying to pair it up so episodes come out Thursday. I'm trying to pair up streams where I stream later that day and I talk about the
Hmm.
episode a little bit. Like the game is really just background. Like you guys,
Right.
I'm hoping people aren't even really watching me play. They're just like, hearing me discuss like podcast announcements and stuff that I want to do and stuff. So that's what I'm doing with that. But like a gamer, not really anymore. I kind of more casual, a casual stream. It all comes back to the podcast at this point now.
No, I hear you. Obviously, who you got to sport podcast.
Yep.
We definitely, and I even we talked about this as well. We definitely teased the idea of definitely streaming sports, games, and definitely like we have a Twitch.
Yeah.
We stream our episodes, but we definitely thought about doing that. I know we talked about it because we got the name dangerously average. And
Yeah,
it's just like we're not good at video games, but we're
exactly.
here. But yeah, no, it's definitely something that it will kind of get you to a broader audience. Some people do like I'll be honest, I catch myself randomly watching people. Madden's the one that be catching me. I'm not good at Madden.
Mm,
I know the way people play online is so much different
bro.
than like because I legit play it like it's real football, or at least I
Yeah,
try to.
it ain't.
Online is not like that at all.
If you check my streams at Pinchworm Gaming, I'll just plug it here now. Pinchworm Gaming. That's what I stream. I stream MUT. Like that's literally what I stream. I got a 98 overall squad. Like it's and bro, you can't play it. You got to be toxic. You got to be ready to onside kick in the first quarter. You got to be ready to like return an onside. They're gonna go for two. Like, and once you get that, then it's like, okay, this is fun. But before, when you're just like, oh, it's fourth down, they're gonna punt. No, they're not, bro. It's 4th and 100, and they're going for it. It don't matter.
Literally.
Like, you
And
you
it
have to be ready to play toxic.
and that's how 2K is too. They can't get away with like stuff like that.
Yeah,
But I'll be honest, I don't have the skill. Like, so when I don't have the skill to just be going against these motherfuckers. Like,
yeah.
there's no way these dribble moves and shots be going off. Like, there's no way that this should be allowed to be a thing.
I'm
Like,
saying,
it makes no sense. I'll never forget when I once dropped off by like this man scored over 100 points on me. And what I mean by this man, I mean one man. Like I was a power four matched up at the three.
yeah,
By the second quarter, he already got 40 something. I was like, someone switch. By the third quarter, he got 80. By the fourth quarter, we're literally all five guarding him, and he still dropped like a buck 40. It
dude.
made no damn sense.
2K outside of Madden, like those two are probably neck and neck for like the cheesiest, most toxic. Like as far as sports games, it ain't even close. Like
Yeah.
it's probably 2K to be honest. There's so many different dribble cheeses, and
Yeah.
every build can shoot now with the newer gen. Like they don't give it. There's nothing you can't make now.
No,
Like
literally. But no, there's nothing they can't make because I still can't hit those.
yeah, no.
That's the problem. I don't get what's going on. Like I'm barely average at a 3-point shooter, and
Yeah.
I have to take away. I'm always a big man to
Mhm.
be, and I know I'm not the best shooter. Just me personally, like me pressing a button and letting it go on. Like I know
Right.
I'm not the best shooter, but like I have to give up so much in the area of a big man to be able to come outside, and these
Yeah.
motherfuckers just be doing everything, and I'm like, how? Like I'm over here barely struggling. Just I'm good at everything because I wanted to do a little of everything, and I'm not great at nothing. These
Exactly.
motherfuckers are great at everything, and I'm like,
Like
what am I doing wrong?
that's just them putting in hours, going on
I
YouTube, just
know.
being cheesy. Like, but this is why we talked about this on our hour-long episode, bro. See me in my career. I'm a 3-time MVP. I'm D-Roy. I'm Depoy. Like, I'm a
Me and
my
Ray about
career
to hop
goat.
back on. He got the PS4 version. Cause I still haven't about the PS5 yet.
Yeah,
So he made like some sort of point forward slasher. Like I don't know. He's great like on the perimeter. Like he can make
mm,
a slasher shooter. He does what he does. I always make a big man. So I'm like, all right, like same thing. My big man's like a power forward, a little bit of good at everything he could shoot. But I'm like, bro, I know better than to take in my line. I'm about
yeah,
to get backed up. I'm about to get destroyed. I shouldn't be like it's nice to have a shot, but if I'm
yeah.
shooting multiple threes a game as your big man, we're not playing right.
No, we're failing.
You're not. That's what I'm saying. So like
Like,
online, I'm not even gonna act like I'm gonna try to shoot a three. Yes, it'll be nice to hit a three if I'm wide open, but at the end of the day, I shouldn't be wide open in the corner because I'm the one coming to set you picks, rolling to the basket. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not my game anyways, and that's
exactly.
why I'm not worried about that. So I just went, made another big man, legit 7-footer, Brolic, put his ass on the Lakers. Man, I'm still coming off the bench when I'm averaging 30 and 18, bro. Like
Yeah.
what? This I'm the MVP right now. Like this is my career. Like that's why LeBron, I ain't gonna front. I do feel bad because I'm taking mad LeBron's point,
Right.
but me and AD is just going off. Like it's free eats out there. I'm too big for that, bro. But yeah, I'll be honest, I might start streaming and just stream on my career and just like
Well,
I was gonna do that with NCAA with the recruiting and all that stuff like
mhm.
that. I was doing it. I was planning on doing it last year. I was going to first open up and actually stream NCAA 13 with updated rosters on a PS3 emulator. But my computer, the emulator in the game kept shutting the bed.
Mm.
And so I'm at this point, the new game is coming out this year. So I
Yeah, I'm
might as well
excited
just
for
wait.
that.
So
Bro.
they better make the recruiting
They have to.
just like they did
They have to.
in
Like
14. Like they have
this
to.
is what people been waiting. Like, don't come in here making it mad. Like people been waiting.
Oh, I'll be so mad.
This is what we've been waiting for since what 2014. Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
2014 was the
Yeah,
last
it's
one.
been 10 years.
Yeah, like this is what we've been waiting for. Do not come in here and make a Madden spinoff because I swear it's not gonna go how you plan.
I'm gonna be so mad because at the end of the day, they have a big community that just plays the 14 modded.
There's
I
yeah,
promise you, if they come out and it shits the bed, that's gonna push more people
yeah,
into
back
just illegally downloading it.
yeah, just going right back. Yep. There's I wish I had his thing up here. Like there's a TikToker or maybe it's Instagram Reels, something like that. Probably both. But like he always will stream his NCAA and everything, and he's talking about like, you know, but just what his whole career. And I'm like, see, this is dope. Like this is what Madden has always been missing. Is like that
Mm-hmm.
growth, that recruiting, your coaching job, like all of that. This is what Madden's missing. And they cannot mess that up. Like,
No,
bro.
and that's the thing. I'll be honest. Madden 25 was honestly a good dynamic when it came to the franchise
Mm-hmm.
and what you can do. I'll never forget Leon Sandcastle. I don't know if you remember that Easter egg or if you played that one,
Yeah.
but that was a good kind of recruiting. It was good and it really emphasized on what you can offer for the people coming in and what you need to do to make some people stay, stuff like that. But
Yeah.
at this point, they just been copying the same piece of crap for like 5 years now.
Yep. They make these little changes that really don't realistically, they probably just haven't cared about franchise. They've really focused on MUT, but like that's not fun for people who don't play MUT. Like for
I don't
people
play
who
no games online.
yeah, for people who like franchise and like building a team and recruiting and doing all that, like the Madden games aren't good. Like for that reason. But
And for me, I do like a 2K my team better than
yeah.
like when it comes to me playing by myself.
Yeah, yeah,
There's
yeah.
just way more games, way more options.
Yeah, there
Like
definitely
I
is.
like it's a lot funner.
I do a lot of the all-star team up on 2K. That's a lot of fun too. I don't know if you get into that at all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're you're on 4. You can read this one.
Yes. All right. So you're going out locally, let's say a bar. What attracts you to a place and what do you look to avoid?
Mm. So off rip, I mean obviously local can mean just the general area. For me personally, look, I liked a lot of people in high school. I was semi not popular, but like I just got along with everybody. I don't want to see most of you guys anymore. Like that's there's a
Facts.
reason we haven't kept in touch since then. Like if we bump heads at a Target, cool. If I'm going out for drinks with like my circle, I'm not trying to make it a high school reunion. I'm looking to avoid places I know those people are gonna be at, to be honest. Like that's that's what I look to avoid. What attracts me? Um, this is something that me and Ray agree on. I love like IPAs. Like if you have like a good beer selection, yeah, bro.
I hate that shit.
If you have a good like beer selection, look, a white guy in a flannel talking about IPAs, that's real original. But if you have a if you have a good beer selection like that, I really like that. Um, I also like super fruity drinks too, though. Like I love a fruity drink. I love a good beer. I don't really do just like shots. I'm not a big fan of just straight shots, and I don't like. We made a Bud Light joke earlier, but like I really don't like those types of beers either. So if you have a good selection, a good mixed selection, and I know I'm not gonna run into 15 people from high school, that's my bar. I like you.
Okay, okay. Uh, so to avoid, I never really thought of it like that, but I'll be honest. If I'm going somewhere and I see a bunch of motorcycles outside, a bunch of biker boys inside, I'm not going in that club or bar. See, look at that. I even said club.
Yeah.
I'm, I'm not going in that bar. So I guess that would be my avoid.
Mm,
But I do look at a lot of specific thing when it comes to local bars. And I do have a couple favorites. But definitely I like when it's empty.
mm,
Okay,
that's
at the end
big.
of the day, I'll be honest. I don't usually go out on days that everyone go out. Like,
Hmm.
what do I look like going to a bar on a Friday? It's about to be packed. We're all about to be shoved in the same spot. So like, I go on a Monday, go on a Tuesday, go on a Wednesday. I don't care if I walk in and I'm the only one there. I
Hmm.
actually I want that. Definitely gotta have some sports on. Like at the end of the day, I'm not going anywhere to just drink. I'll go drink alone, but I at least want to have something to watch some sports.
Mm.
Like I'm not about to sit there in an empty bar with some random ass music playing and just me by myself. Like I at least want to have sports. I have to have TVs.
Yep.
Um, Definitely a good bar menu. Definitely gotta have some good food. Cause these are like things that I look at when I think like make a bar my favorite. Like so,
Yeah.
obviously, you would have to probably go more than once to get the feel
Yeah, of
of all
course.
these. But definitely, and a good bartender. Don't matter
That's
what you look like. As long as like I had one bar I love. Shout out to the Firehouse from Rochester. Um, After a couple months, man, like I walk in there, we give each other a nod. That's all I needed. Like I would say, if I go on a Monday too, like if I go on a different day, like I remember those like during football season they had like a really cheap half pitchers.
Mm.
On Monday, bartender Rosie introduced that to me. So every time I went on a Monday, she already knew like, all right, now my head half pitcher. Start off with a half pitcher, double shot of Tully, uh, pound of wings and a side of fries. She already know what flavor of wings I want. I just pretty much nod, everything come out. And then I like good smoking areas, man. You want to go outside, smoke a blunt or something. Some people smoke cigarettes, or just get some fresh air, get some breeze air, maybe a nice little fireplace. I hate the fireplace the next day because you always smell like freaking smoke.
Every time.
Every time. And then you always like I always remember I used to go a little often in the summer. So I'm like, oh man, it smells like smoke. Go put another new one on.
Yep.
And then now three hoodies smell like smoke. I'm like, what the hell did I do? Like I should have just put on the same one that smelled like smoke in the first place. So that's just a whole thing in the summer. But yeah, nah, definitely a lot. I don't like it being packed. Good bartender, good menu, and a good chill area to where you could probably step outside and get some fresh air.
Yeah. No, I agree, especially like a bar menu is huge because I didn't even really think about food aspect.
Oh no, you gotta
And
have good food.
bro, I love like socializing and like being funny and everything. I don't like people. So definitely like the
No,
quieter the
I don't
bar,
go to the bar to chill
yeah.
with people. I go to the bar to have a drink and like I said, for me, I watch sports. So I only go to
Yeah, yeah.
sports bar. I mean, if I'm going with someone, then yeah.
Right.
But like when I found like the question made me think about what do I look like or what do
Right.
I look at when I'm looking at a bar, and those are the things I look at because I want to have a good time by myself.
Yeah. No, I that's definitely I'm gonna tack that on for sure. Like
And I like
the
it empty
fewer
because then you
people.
can ask them to change the channels to whatever you want.
Yeah, right. You're not stepping on any toes. You're not, some
Hmm.
guy's not gonna be like, I was watching that, like
No, right. Yeah,
that
yeah.
nonsense. So
No,
that's a
literally.
fact.
Like,
That's
bro, it's
definitely a fact.
baseball. Give it up.
Yeah, like, bro, I'm sorry. This is so boring.
It's the 13th inning and it's one zip. Like, give
Yeah,
it up.
yeah. Like, I'm sorry that your idea of a great sport is where the pitcher doesn't allow a hit, but like, bro, I just want a home run derby if baseball is on. I want like
And a
the
bunch
worst
of runs
baseball
and
game.
stealing.
Yeah. Like if I had a
Everyone
baseball
lead
league, it
off.
would be awful. It would be like underhanded pitches. Like it's not gonna be
I
good.
mean, truthfully, yes or no, because that's what these grown men softball leagues be like.
Mm-hmm.
And them shits are boring too. Watching grown men stand there, hit home runs, and only one person run around the base.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
that shit is boring.
I swear to
Because no one's
God,
really moving or making any base moves.
that's not the direction I thought you were going. You were like, yeah, watching these grown men go underhand. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, that shit's boring too. I was like, damn. Because,
He's like, whoa, back to the toothpaste. All right.
but like, honestly, I don't disagree. Like, I just don't. That's never been like my sport. I get how hard it is.
Right.
I the difficulty to play it, but I'm sorry, it's also that difficult to watch it. And I'll say it with my chest.
See, my toxic trait is knowing I have no baseball experience and still
Mm-hmm.
not convinced that I can't hit that ball.
I swear to God.
Because
Like,
I'm not even trying to hit the ball. I'm just gonna throw the bat places and like give me a couple hundred tires, I'll hit it once.
like
Like you can't convince me that these people aren't actually blinking and guessing themselves.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the shit is 90 miles an hour, bro.
There's somebody's got to come out and just admit it. Like, bro, how many of you guys are just closing your eyes and praying? Because
No,
you
it
know how
has to be.
fucking fast that ball is and how small it is, bro. Like,
They just train to hit a ball in this area and hope
yeah,
to God that one of them balls hit where they're swinging their bat.
like the only Aaron Judge might be the only exception because he's just so fucking consistent. As far as I know, like he had two the other night, and I don't even watch baseball, but it was on. Like I think it
He's
was
he
Easter. He's
his
just a
his
freak.
secrets be like you swing anything with enough power, you're bound to hit
Yeah, he's like I'm a big motherfucker. That's what that is.
He's like, you swing with enough power, the wind's gonna take it.
Yeah. He's like, I
Shit, not even touching
promise.
the bat. That's his secret. It's
I
not even
swear
touching
to
the bat.
I swear to God. Oh shit. All right. We're on the last one. You are given the ability to go back in time to change one thing, one moment in your life. They even gave us the option to go up to a full year of your life that you could change. Do you take that opportunity or do you decline and just kind of rock with what your life with as is?
So this is a tough one for me. So like in the last year, I actually made a boo boo, uh, and had to deal with some things. And it's funny though because as soon as I see this question, my first thought was like, yeah, let's go back,
Yeah.
undo some things. But honestly, not even a year later, I think I needed it. It's it sucks because at the end of the day, if this question is back in time and change one thing, most of the time you're not changing something good. You know,
Right. Right.
you're definitely not changing something good. So
No.
it's hard to say, but sometimes bad things happen for a reason. Um, and so now having the knowledge that I have over the last year, seeing how life has turned out, first thought of that question is like, yeah, I definitely go back in the last year and change some things, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the jury's still out. And it's crazy because if it's not that, and I'm just not gonna. Some people know what that is.
Yeah, no, I know.
I think you know.
I know.
Yeah.
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 I'm not gonna come
But
out and
it
say it, but I
right,
know.
right. Nice little boo boo.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but if it's not that, then nothing else would be changed.
No, like, even for me, like it would be little shit. Like I'm big into playing like flag football right now, and it's hard to get people to do that at 30 years old. People aren't trying to run around and rip flags off people like we have kids and
Right.
shit. But like a part of me wishes in like seventh grade when I tried football, I just stuck with it, and because like now that I'm older, I'm really enjoying it. Like, bro, if you were a kid, you were playing a game, like you probably would have really liked it. Like, so my thing was, I talked about it before, but like, just the big thing, I was in middle school and they put me at a position I didn't like. And instead of me just working and going to a different position, because in high school and middle school, like, bro, you're never stuck at one position. They bounce you all
Right,
over the
right.
place. But I didn't have somebody to tell me that. So like now that I know, maybe I would stick with it, whatever. But again, nothing major. And I would whoop Corey Reynolds' ass in my second MMA fight when I had his bitch ass against the cage and I fell. And Corey, you're never gonna hear this. You're not really a bitch ass. You were kind of a nice guy, but I should have beat your ass. You should have
Should
got
have got
fucked up.
that one.
I tripped. I had you against the cage. I should have beat your ass. I would go back and beat your ass. Like, that's it. But other than that, I don't really have anything. I mean, I'm at where I'm at. I'm in a good little spot. And same thing for your situation. You know, you just kind of live and move on. Like I don't have anything too major that I would change.
Yeah. So besides that, one thing I would say, there's only one thing because I really don't regret much. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm still leaving out on everything that's happened last year because
Yeah.
like I've already seen how I learned from that and how it made me understand things a little different. But the one thing I probably would say that it's not a regret, but it's a really big what if. Really, really big what if. I had a chance to go active when I signed up for the army and didn't want to be a desk pusher.
Yeah.
And little do I know, 4 years out later, I'm not even in there no more.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to just sit at a desk, and I wanted a different job, so I chose a, a special ops job within the reserves,
Mm.
and pretty much, yeah, none of that worked out. But in my head, I'm like, my whole life would have, and I say it's not regret, but my whole life would have been different if I would have spent my 20 years behind the desk
Yeah.
signing papers in the army and in a whole other country.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
Sometimes I think
I
like, damn, that really. Cause now knowing what I know now, life wasn't always gonna be peachy,
right.
and life was gonna throw me a few curveballs. And I was like, nah, I thought I'm better than that. Like,
Yeah.
and I still do think I am supposed to have purpose. Um, but now I understand like it's not always like I'll be at the end of the day. I don't think my job is supposed to be my purpose to begin with. But now I know that at the age of 30.
Right. That's
Before I was
exactly
like, I
it.
gotta have that perfect job. I gotta have everything set up in line. So I definitely kind of think about, damn, I should have just took that desk job.
You think about it, yeah, like I even the football thing, like knowing what I know, if my son's ever in that situation where he's like, I don't want to be in that position, I could be like, look, like I didn't have a dad or a mom to tell me like you're not gonna be stuck playing offensive tackle undersized. I promise. Like, bro, you just stick with it. They're gonna bounce you around different spots. So even that, like, it gives me a little life lesson for him that I wouldn't have. I would just tough it up if it was me because I toughed it up. Um, and I actually, so me and a buddy from high school, we're both gonna enlist and do everything, and I didn't. He did, and now he's like a cop and everything else. Like he was an army medic. I ghosted him. I ghosted the recruiter like the day of like swearing in. They're like, "Yo, where are you?" And I'm not doing it. I changed my mind. But like for stuff like that, if you're not sure, like, bro, don't do it. Like,
Right.
because you're about to go like to basic, like you're about to go grind for something that even you're not even sure you want to do at this point. Like you can't turn your back once it comes time, really, as far as I know.
I will tell you no, because I ended up going to reserve, so I still went to training and all that. Did a couple
Yeah.
of years, basic and my AIT. Um, Fort Bragg was a whole nother experience, man. It was shout out Fort Bragg. It's an amazing base. But it definitely taught me that I was not ready.
Yeah.
It's not even I'm not even saying this to make light or joke about it,
Mm-hmm.
but unfortunately, I learned, and it made me take a hard look at myself. I'm the guy that get everyone else killed
Mm.
by being too careless,
Mm-hmm.
not paying enough attention. My attention to detail was horrible. Still is, if I'm being honest. Still is. I don't even know my way around my own city, and I've been here 30 years.
Bro, I stay with a
Like,
GPS.
literally, you know what I'm saying? So, like, the only thing I was good at shooting, I was
Mm-hmm.
good at sneaking around, and I was good at gathering information. But literally, my attention to my surroundings was
Dog.
just
Just
yeah,
dog shit.
dog shit. Yeah. I'm the motherfucker that like we all walking, I step on the grenade or step
Yeah.
on the landmine, and now everyone's fucking stuck. Like, yeah, so
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I'm glad I never had deployed and was forced to put someone else's life in my hands because
Right.
those hands weren't ready.
No.
So yeah, so that's why it's always like not really a regret because I don't think that was me, or and it still isn't me. Like if they actually my roommate I actually met him in the army. Funny thing, um, we say all the time if they call us up and say we'll pay you to go through boot camp and training for the whole year again,
Yeah.
sign me up.
Yeah, like that's
Easy
I'll do that
peasy.
again.
Yeah. Easy peasy. I'll take 4 hours of sleep and getting yelled at drill sergeants all day, but I ain't paying no bills. I tell you that much.
Right.
And I'm getting paid. Like that's what it is. Like yeah, and I'm getting in shape. Like basically that's all you do is training
Yeah.
me to get in shape and shoot stuff and save legs for a year. But that was the fun part. But definitely the army isn't for everyone, and unfortunately a lot of people can't figure that out until you sign that dotted
Yeah,
line.
exactly. Like once it's like that's why I was like, if I'm feeling like this now, I'm not trying to feel like this when I'm there. So Sergeant, I'm not doing that. It's like,
But I will
but
say, Army taught me a lot of things, though.
yeah, no, I mean, I had same person I brought up earlier, Chris McKay. I had him on, and he's a captain right now. And like, he was just telling me like his experience from deployment and little things that he did. um, his biggest complaint was like, he's like, bro, once you become a captain, everybody has to fucking salute you. You just want to avoid people. And I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, dude.
bro. That's why when that whole saluting to the flag or
Yeah.
standing for the national anthem thing was
Hmm.
going on in this country, is like most people who actually were in the army, like, bro, like we used to haul ass into a building when we knew that was coming just
Yeah.
to avoid doing that. Cross the street from each other just to avoid doing that. Like it, like the people in the army, they get tired of certain traditions, and that's one of the things that we used to get tired of it having to do it. I can't imagine a captain having to do it because I've actually
Yeah.
heard a story where a captain made someone do it to be a dick, and
Uh,
then they had the whole platoon line up or walk basically at least 10 feet away from each other. So he, then the captain, had to salute every single one.
oh no.
And by the time he got to the 10th one, he figured out what was going on. It's all right. Fuck you guys. Like, y'all could go.
Bro, that's so funny because literally, like, he was just telling me like all about it. And he's like, dude, like, people avoid like you feel like, oh, saluting's a sign of respect. He's like, eventually you're just like, I'm fucking really getting tired of saluting. I'm tired of motherfuckers saluting me. I'm tired of saluting a motherfucker. But like, I mean, he loves what he does. He's a firefighter and everything else on top of that. But it was just so funny to hear how he avoided that that type of shit.
Bro, the worst is when you literally hear the horns coming and you're literally like one person away from walking into the cafeteria.
Oh
And then
no.
like you get stuck as that one person, the door slams, and now you gotta turn around
He's like,
and just
yeah, he's like, look, I get it. Like, you're honoring the ones before you and everything. He's like, but there's so damn much. Like,
multiple times a day, bro. Like, what are we doing here? Multiple times a day. Like,
so
it's the
funny,
same
bro.
person as this morning, bro. Like, what are we like? Come on, man. Like, no,
Like
I agree. I
this
definitely agree.
oh shit. But yeah, no, that was something. I mean, that's all I got. That ain't, like I said, I don't really have regrets. Most of my shit's what ifs, which is what you said, but nothing major. Nothing major at
Yeah.
all. I'm chilling right now. I mean,
I feel
I
like at
might,
our age, you got to learn to live with the life you have.
yeah,
Learn to either blame yourself or applaud yourself
yeah,
for everything you have and don't have, and then learn to move on from that.
yep. I mean, I probably, just in regards to this, where I'm at now, if I know now, I would probably get into like production and whatnot in school right after high school, and just
Right
because,
after,
bro,
bro.
I would be, years
Getting what's
deep
on
into this.
here down
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
how?
yeah,
Like
bro.
it's so much. Like right now, my roommate, she's fantastic at drawing. Now she's getting into animation.
Mhm,
So now me and her are gonna spend the next 2 years work on a 30-minute short animated film.
mm.
Um, so it's just like we literally was talking about it one day, and as she's telling me just one idea, she said one thing. No, she was describing a show of what she wanted me to see because she loved the animation, and it said something about that show about a boy losing his mother, and the whole 30 minutes was created
Insane,
right there. It
insane.
just all of it came, and then I literally struggled for the next 2 hours trying to like explain it to her to the point where like I had to get a piece of paper out
Yeah,
and started drawing stuff because I'm like, I don't like, I can't like, and like we finally got there. We
yeah.
finally got there. There's still pieces missing, but like I really wish I had the skills, and I still like you. I'm trying to self teach myself,
Hmm.
but definitely wish I would have went to school for something like this.
100%. Even just like camera work, like just some one aspect of it would make my life 100 times
Video
easier.
editing,
Like, bro,
that shit is tedious, bro.
I had my first like in-person episode. Actually, this past episode was my first like in-person one. And with me and Ray, as you know, like we didn't do video. Like we did audio, and then I would just slap a logo on and put the, but like now I'm getting into video aspect, and I'm like, bro, I'm sorry that you're my guinea pig right now, Vinny. But like this is what it is. Like you're learning, I'm learning with you at this point. But and it's just trial and error. And then the next time I have somebody in person, I feel like it'll look better, and I'll be able to compare Vinny's episode to that, and it'll be good. So like, even with that being said, like it's all just learning.
Yeah, and truthfully, we haven't done live in the studio probably 6+ months.
Yeah.
It started off when Rado started traveling, my co-host. He travels a lot.
Yep.
Then he had to spend a couple months in Chicago. And now he is back home, but now that the summer is opening up, he's gonna start traveling again. But truthfully, the Skype and just the video chat itself helps with so many aspects
Yeah.
of just making life easier to where we don't have the problems we were having to deal with, because trying to have that live video then while we're streaming on multiple platforms, having OBS and everything set up, pretty much like certain systems or programs had to be set up differently to receive. Like it was just so much. So honestly, just like what we're doing now, me and him use Skype. That's just been a lot easier
Yeah.
and a
No,
lot more stress free.
bro, 100%. Like when he was like, "Oh, I'll come over and do it in person," a part of me was like, "Not the answer I
Nah,
wanted."
you good, bro. You good, bro. Stay where
I
you
was
are.
like, "Not exactly the answer I wanted," but I'm up for the challenge at that point. And like, it is somebody like, I really do like his bands and everything, and like what he does. So it was cool to catch up with him. And I haven't talked to him in years, and this has been like just a dope outlet for even just that. Like these guys that I always got along with, but I'm not, like I said, I'm just not outgoing like that where I want to be around people all the time. Like this has been a dope way to connect with them. So when he said I want to do it in person, a part of me was like, fuck, it is kind of dope that he wants to do it in person.
Right, right.
But there was definitely a voice in my head like, you motherfucker, Vinny. Like, not the right answer.
No, definitely. And it's easier for guests too as well. But I
Yeah,
do think eventually we'll get back in the studio. It is nice being able to really be in front of each other,
it is.
actually talk to each other. It
Yeah,
is a good
you could
feeling.
dap each other up, like you kind of feed off each other, that body language. Obviously, we're on
Hmm.
camera, but
Right, right,
like
right.
you just get an energy in person that's really not matched. But for convenience sake, this shit's
Oh yeah.
nice.
Yeah, way easier.
Like,
And at this point, we really are, especially since he does travel, we are just trying to crank out more and more. So
100%.
at this point, we did decide to stick with this for a little longer. Um,
But it
Often,
works.
I'll
Like,
be honest, yeah, yeah, it's indefinitely. Like I said, we do want to get back in the studio. I think he's selling his house, and getting a new one. We might wait until that's all set up and get the
yeah,
studio set up in there.
yeah. I got like progress pictures of my like. I've been talking about it forever, but I finally like really got downstairs and like this is where that'll eventually be set up. But for now, like me and him just did it in my living room, and I was like, bro, I had these dividers up. The only thing behind me was a couch. I was like, bro, what am I hiding a couch for? Like, this is what I'm talking
Right.
about.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
this is just pointless. But like right now, it's hiding a toddler's mess, to be honest.
So for me, I like the backgrounds because my room is like white walls. Like
Yeah, it's
until I
not
started doing Skype, I didn't realize I literally have nothing
right. Like,
on my walls.
it's plain. Like,
It's plain.
there's nothing interesting
Yeah,
about what's
and
going
I
on
don't
back
like that.
there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I'd rather just have something. But yeah, it's just straight plain.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like mine, it's plain and there's toys. Like that's my house. It's like so until we get downstairs and get that studio set up, Zoom, Skype, whatever you use, like it has been super fucking helpful. But that in person feeling that like, I got, like even with Vinny, it was also dope. Like it's just two different types of dope.
Oh yeah,
They're both
especially
dope.
when you're done. That feeling when you're done with that in person
Yeah, and
episode.
you're both taking your headphones
Yep,
off. Like that's a vibe right there.
yep, yeah,
Like,
huh.
yeah, oh, that was a lot of fun. Like, and then you just bullshit a little bit more because like once this is done, I might message you and be like, "Yo, great episode. That was a lot of fun." But then it's just like that's it. Like me
No,
and
right
him,
after that, yeah.
we and him talked in my living room for a couple minutes. Like it just caught up. So it's just different. But this is still fun, and obviously, I'm having fun with our shit. Like, bro, I don't even know how long it's been. Like we were like, oh, we'll do a half hour. It's been over a half.
It's definitely been, well, yeah,
We
yeah. I think it's
crushed.
been probably an hour.
It probably been a full
Yeah.
episode, to be honest. Which shit, speaking of editing, that makes my life easier.
Man's like, God damn it. Now I
Oh
got five
man.
different questions, three different off topics, two different things about gagging. I don't know what's going on.
All right, so if you guys like this, definitely check out our first one. Like that was more in depth on what Melo's all about and where he's, what got him into this and where he's going with this. And then definitely check out the future ones because these minutes with Melo, they're just a fun. We answer the bullshit questions that come in. As you guys see, we just ramble. And this is one of the more like fun things that I get to do on here because it's not an interview. Like when I get guests on here, I'm talking about like shit that they do. This is just two dudes bullshitting, answering questions, having fun, and whatever comes in between there.
That's a fact.
You might get a couple nuggets, like might drop something on you, but these are a lot of fun. I definitely like doing these.
Yes, now it was a great episode. Honestly, I would say you didn't really let me know. You just sent me the questions. I looked at them a little
Yeah,
bit. But Minutes with Melo, answering fan questions, like that's actually something that I love. I
yeah.
really do love that. So if that's something that we're gonna be doing moving forward. I honestly can't wait to see what the fans got in store for us.
Bro, I mean, even just like dangerously average dudes, like you've heard some of those questions come
Yes,
through, bro.
and it's probably from the
These
same
get
guy.
wild. Yeah,
It's
I ain't gonna
probably
lie.
from that
Most of
same
them,
guy.
what
Yeah.
you can tell when they come from him, because it's like, what's your favorite color? That's like, could you stick a cucumber up your ass? Like, what are you talking about, bro?
Yeah, he's the one like, all right, if you're in between your mom and your dad and you only had to move an inch, which way you're moving? Like,
Yeah,
what?
yeah, that's literally him. Like, those are his questions, bro. But like, they're fun, and like, I try to answer every question to the best of my ability, and he makes it hard because he throws some fucking curveballs. But where can people find you?
Oh yeah, definitely. If you want to find my personal, you can hit me up at Newman Mellow on Facebook or Mellow the Notorious on Instagram. But if you're interested in sports, I am the one half of Who You Got podcast. You can find us on youtube.com/who you got and our website at www.whoyougotpodcast.com.
Perfect. Definitely check that out. I really like what those guys do. I mentioned it before. Like, it's not your typical sports podcast that you're run of the mill. These guys give opinions. They go back and forth. They don't share the same views, so you're not just getting regurgitated information on both sides. So definitely peep that. It's a lot of fun what they do. Definitely keep up with Mello. He's got a lot of fun projects coming up. Check out his first episode with me, so you can learn about some of them projects. And definitely tune in for more Minutes with Melo. This is a lot of fun. I appreciate it. ChewinTheRag.com for all my links. Shout out Serenity Landscaping Services. I'm out of here. You got anything? Leave a nugget.
Nope.
Nothing. No
Definitely
nuggets.
appreciate all the support, man. And we out too.
All right, bro. Good talking to you.
Yes, sir.